Hello, everybody. It's me, Mr. Valvano, and my buddy, Olena. I hope you had a great day today and that you got your work done. And I forgot to mention this morning that today was Earth Day. And it's kind of cool because they were telling on the news this morning that because everybody is staying at home and not really driving cars and that factories aren't making lots of pollution, that the animals and our air and our water are starting to show signs of becoming cleaner. And that's really good. So that would be something that would be really good that could come out of all of this quarantine stuff. Hopefully we don't mess it up again. That's the key. So remember that one of our missions as a peaceable school is to take care of all of God's creation. So hopefully, everybody sticks together and does that. So I went through my books to try to find stuff that maybe would be like Earth Day-ish. And I found one. And then I realized it's a really short story. So you're getting a double header tonight. You're going to get two stories in one video. So I hope you enjoy them. And you don't turn me off halfway through. All right. So the first book is called Something's Eating the Garden. And it is by Pam Fries. And she is the author and the illustrator, which means she wrote the words and drew the pictures. And that's the one that reminded me of Earth Day because it's about the animals. And then this one was sent to me by Carmela Guido. So we're going to read this one. And it is called On the Night You Were Born. And that is by Nancy Tillman. And that has animals in it too. So you're going to get 2 books with animals in them for Earth Day. I hope you enjoy them both. All right, so here we go with the first one. Something's Eating the Garden. Something is eating the garden, Papa said. Oh no, I answered, scratching my head. Strawberries. Could it be a frog, little and green? No, Papa chuckled. They eat bugs, not beans. Maybe it's a sneaky bandit raccoon that comes and eats by the light of the moon. Maybe it's Olena. Or a deer that nibbles off the tops of the big and beautiful vegetable crops. Or how about a tall spotted giraffe? Nope, that's not it, said Papa with a laugh. That is a beautiful picture. I really like that picture. Then it must be a bear that is looking for honey. It is smaller, he said, and it's not a bunny. Okay, then an elephant would be way too big. I know. It must be a pig. He shook his head and said with a smile, it's not a pink pig, nor a long crocodile. That would be terrible if you found a crocodile in your garden. Yikes. I sighed and said, I give up. What can it be? Then I looked at my plate and knew it was me. The end. Right? Big plate of vegetables, so it was them. All right. Hope you like that one. It was cute. And here is On the Night You Were Born by Nancy Tillman. On the night you were born, the moon smiled with such wonder that the stars peeked in to see you, and the night wind whispered, life will never be the same, because there had never been anyone like you ever in the world. Another one with beautiful pictures. So enchanted with you were the wind and the rain that they whispered the sound of your wonderful name. The sound of your name is a magical one. Let's say it out loud before we go on. So everybody say your name out loud. All right. It sailed through the farmland high on the breeze. Who in the world is exactly like you? Who? Nobody. Over the ocean, and through the trees, until everyone heard it and everyone knew of the one and only ever you. Not once had there been such eyes, such a nose, such silly, wiggly, wonderful toes. In fact, I think I'll count to 3 so you can wiggle your toes for me. Did you all wiggle your toes? I hope so. When the polar bears heard, they danced until dawn. From faraway places, the geese all flew home. The moon stayed up until the next morning day. Until morning the next day. I read that backwards. And none of the ladybugs flew away. So whenever you doubt just how special you are and wonder who loves you, how much and how far, listen for geese honking in the high in the sky. They're singing a song to remember you by. Or notice the bears asleep at the zoo. It's because they've been dancing all night just for you. Or drift off to sleep to the sound of the wind. Listen closely, it's whispering your name again. If the moon stays up until morning one day, or a ladybug lands and decides to stay, or a little bird sits at your window a while, it's because they're all hoping to see you smile. For never before in story or rhyme, not even in a once upon a time, has the world ever known a you, my friend, and it will never, not ever again. Heaven blew every trumpet and played every horn on the wonderful, marvelous night you were born. That was nice. All right, I hope you enjoyed tonight's doubleheader. And that you have a great rest of your night. I'm a little too close with my tripod, but that's okay. You don't need to see the top of my head. It's just my overgrown hair. Anyway, I'm being silly. I hope you have a great night. I miss you all so much, and I hope that you're keeping up with your work and doing what you're supposed to do at home. And I will be back in the morning with virtues. Good night.